Alright, people. I'm finna expose Gervonta Davis in this video. And not in a bad way. Because I really do feel like when some people hear of exposed, or if you hear the word exposed, you automatically think negativity. You can expose somebody in a constructive criticism type of way, which I'm finna do to Tank Davis in this video. You can expose somebody in an excellent way. You can expose somebody for being a good teacher. You can expose somebody for being a good basketball player. So stop always thinking of negativity when you see the words exposed, put on blast, those type of words. It don't always mean a negative thing. Now, number one, what do you think Gervonta has in that cup right there? I'm going to just leave that on your brain while I finish this video. Okay? Because I am very serious when I say this. All this will be Gervonta Davis' biggest downfall if he don't straighten the fuck up and get disciplined like Floyd. If he wants to be the next pay-per-view star, if he wants to get bigger in boxing and not be taking losses. Because, yes, AB did get bigger after the Marcos Maidana fight. But we all know if AB was disciplined, if AB wasn't fucking up outside the ring, AB, look, those are gushers he just picked up, alright? Gushers. Alright? But just keep in mind, because I'm going to get to a point here. AB could have been a different fighter. See, Tank Davis reminds me of a lot of the shit that, fighters like Adrian Broner, even fucking Zab Judah. He reminds me of those type of fighters. Have all the attention in the world, fast hands, power. But they got defeated. Tank hasn't been defeated yet. And you really want to thank Mayweather as well when it comes down to that. And Tank Davis too. Because I do give him props for fighters like Pedraza. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm not all the way sold on Tank Davis yet. Now, I do know the potential. I like the little dude, the young cat. But if Tank Davis want to rise, man, he got to change up, man. He's 25, 24 years old. He's at the age where he could change. But if he don't change his diet, you know what? Let's talk about it. Make sure you like and dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you follow my videos, hit the subscribe button. Alright, let's continue to talk about this real shit. Because you know it's real. Now, as you guys can see, I'm just going to name several of things that Tank Davis is already fucking up on. And if I'm not mistaken, 25, 26 years old, that's the age where Zab Judah kind of started to show his outside activities was messing with his inside the ring boxing or activities or whatever. But as you guys can see, Tank Davis in just this very video killed a thing of gushers. There's no telling what's in that cup. It could be drink, or it could be fucking shit, some water. But I doubt it's water, people. Most likely a soda, probably a drink, whatever. See, Tank at his age, you kind of get away with it. But the moment he starts stepping up in competition, that's when he gonna have to stop with the junk food. I don't give a fuck what none of you guys say. You can say I'm making a big deal. It is not cool for a fighter to be eating that's a big ass bag of fucking Doritos. And this is just in this video. I watched plenty of lives on Instagram with Tank, and I watched plenty of lives on YouTube with Tank Davis. First of all, I fuck with you heavy, Tank. But it is very obvious you are not the sharpest knife in the drawer, whatever. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, fucking Tank. I'm sorry. I keep it real on my channel. You're not. Not, and some people when they hear that they think I'm saying he's slow. No, Tank Davis is not slow. He's just not the smartest. All right. And he's at the age where he looks. I don't know, is it just me, people? But Tank looks a little gullible. Just a little bit. I could be wrong. I don't know him from Timbuktu. But I'm just saying what I perceive just off watching his live and shit like that. But just in this video, you see multiple junk foods. Okay? Multiple. In just this one video. You guys, I don't give a fuck what you say. Shouts out to the FOF Click, aka Movement. But we already know. I gotta discuss this with Monty Brown TV as well, man. Because I don't know, maybe I'm tripping about this. But I think it's a very big deal that fucking Tank Davis is always eating junk food. Every time you see his live, this man eats junk food. And don't get it twisted. I know certain fighters, they eat their junk food every now and then. But it's usually a small bag. Like, you know the little 60-cent bag of chips? I can see that. But not no fucking $1, $2 bag of no fucking Doritos and you just on live chilling like it ain't nothing. And you killing the bag too. And this is just of what we see. Just imagine in a more private setting. He's always eating candy. Food is more important. Food is more important than exercising, people. That's what a lot of people don't even realize. Food is more important than exercise. At the very least, it's 50-50. No more is more important than the other. And I know Mayweather probably tried to tell Tank about this, but Tank look like a hard-headed motherfucker that's going, yeah, I know Floyd, you the boss and all that, but I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do regardless. Tank look like one of those type of motherfuckers. But anyway, let's move on from the food. If that's not enough for you, if I'm reaching when it comes down to his dieting and his eating, because we're not just talking about the physicality of it. Mentally, when you eat well mentally, it's good for the brain. It's all type of scientific things that come along with eating right, people. Now, it's the difference if you're not a boxer and I can see. But when you're a boxer that can arguably be the next pay-per-view star, can arguably be something near Floyd, you got Floyd on your team, you do not need to be eating like that. Shit, Floyd, that's one thing Floyd did do. No, don't get it twisted. Every now and then, I'm not saying like every blue moon you can't eat some McDonald's and shit. Because I know I've seen Floyd eat, junk food too. But it's every blue moon. Don't let that shit fool you. Floyd, for the most part, is eating right. Tank is always eating whatever the fuck he want to eat. Chips, junk food, and etc., etc. But let's move on from the food. And I'm glad the girl showed her face. Mrs. Irie. Oh, Mrs. Irie. Now, I never hate on another man's relationship. And I'm not going to do it in this video. Because, man, Tank, she's cool for a jump off. She's cool for a side chick that you could just have on the side, smashing. Like, you could have left her with G Herbo. You could have left her with G Herbo and you could have just been smashing on the side. And that could have just been, you know how it go. You guys just having fun together. You guys didn't have to really tighten it up and make that real. Because Tank, man, let me tell you this, man. And I hate to judge a book by its cover, man, but it's pretty obvious, man. I don't even have to go in on Irie because it's pretty obvious. Don't take a rocket scientist to tell what the fuck Irie is into, all right? Don't take a fucking rocket scientist to tell that she looks like she wants to be the man in the fucking relationship, all right? Now, I'm not going to go in on her, but let me tell you this, all right? Number one, I know Irie like to party. And number one, we know Tank. I think it's safe to say that we know Tank does drink alcohol. Okay, we've seen him faded with Broner. We've seen him faded with Spence. Now, maybe it's on occasion. Okay, I'll give him that. Maybe it's on occasion. Who knows? But then again, when I say who knows, that also goes towards the opposite, which is he could be drinking more than advertised or expected. Especially with her right there, man. Irie ain't shit but a bitch that like to party. You know, she's a fighter. She's violent, drama. That's all Irie right there. And we all know it has to be a blend or a little combination with a little bit of alcohol in that situation. And not only that, she like the type of bitch that if you get on her bad side, she would try to fuck you over. Your money, your career, whatever. But, you know, hopefully I'm wrong. And who knows, maybe I am wrong. Okay? Not only that, okay, man. I think that Tank Davis gives me, and this could all be his downfall. So hear me out. Tank Davis gives me the impression that he feels like nobody can fuck with him. And let me tell you this, man. You always want to feel like, you know, you're the best. Nobody can beat you, but you don't want to feel like you bulletproof. And Tank Davis is giving me that impression that he feels like whoever he fights is just they're done. Which I love that Mike Tyson impression that he's given us. But we all seen what happened to Mike Tyson too, especially once Mike Tyson stopped giving a fuck. Now I'm not saying Tank Davis do not give a fuck because he clearly does. But with the fighters that Tank Davis is fighting, it's kind of really hard to tell because Tank Davis is fighting fighters that he don't have to put his 100% all into. Like if he fights a guy like a Lomachenko, you know, a fucking Gary Russell, then I think those would be the type of fights that'll really let us know where Tank headspace is at because Tank I'm calling it how I see it, y'all. I'm just calling it how I see it. Tank Davis is kind of giving me that Adrian Broner, Zab Judah feeling, man. He is. And the good thing about Tank, at his age, he could just turn it all around, but he's giving me that feeling, y'all, that I want to be a star outside of boxing, which you should want to be, but boxing is your thing. And, you know, by Tank Davis dating Irie, you know, always being on live, it's good for promotion. It's good for his boxing, too. But Tank Davis gives me the feel like he wants to be like a star, like, you know, like Adrian Broner. He's always on live. He loves the attention. You know, he's talking about he'll beat up G Herbo, which is Irie's ex, and all this shit. And I just feel like Tank Davis, man, stick to the script, Tank. Stick to the discipline aspect of it, and stop trying to be this. Stop trying to be something bigger than boxing, you know. That's all I want to say about it, man. Tank, if he could just clear these things up that I'm saying in this video, he can be the next pay-per-view star and be undefeated till he retire. I'm out, potentially.